We're here, everybody. Coming
Yep.
with a new concept. We got my buddy Jake, Yakov Benz.
What's up, everybody?
When I tag you on Instagram, it shows me your whole last name, which I've never tried to say.
Good luck. I have to actually fix that. Okay.
I've
Good
never
luck.
tried to say it. But, guys, be sure to check out Jake and follow him on Instagram. You'll get a hold of him way faster on Instagram, people.
Yes, you will. If you really need to get hold of me.
But how's your week been, man?
Oh my gosh. If you can't tell by my hair, it's been just a little all over the place. Still trying to get through with the repairs for the car from the accident and finishing that off, but making do, getting through.
Man, oh man, what a week for me. Man, what a week. Great finds, but also great sales to compensate that.
I got some good finds. I actually broke my rule today. I needed to air out a bit, so I jumped to the thrift store.
I went to the thrift store. I picked up some retail arbitrage yesterday.
You picked up what?
Some retail arbitrage stuff yesterday.
Ooh.
Some Christmas gifts. Guys, part of our concept tonight, if you're tuning in, you pick it, we list it. So what we did, and this is how we'll do this, Jake. They will, we'll basically give them an option of two things, okay? So, for instance, because I don't want to show the first thing yet. But if I'm like, this envelope or this screwdriver, or if you have it on a list, you could say, should I list this item, guys, or this item?
I can show you the pictures. I have it.
We're gonna let the chat help us decide what we're gonna list tonight.
And then we're gonna show them how we're listing it.
We can show them how. I mean, if they have questions on how, or how we find, the comps and stuff. Okay. What I think this will enable the chat to do is they get to see us instantly what we're listing. You're doing a listing challenge.
True. Isn't it over soon?
My life is a listing challenge. So this is more of an opportunity for people to they get to stay kind of fresh on what we're listing. But also, I think in the chat, somebody's going to have more knowledge on maybe something we have,
I agree.
And I think that'll be really cool. And plus, if there's something that people see in this chat, and they want to get it, they got first dibs. They just hit us up on Instagram, and we'll make that work.
Sounds awesome. I'm up for that. Save on my fees. I'm always up for that.
Save on those fees. But yeah.
How was your week? What did you pick up? What are you listing today? What are your options?
I've got a lot of DVDs right now that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I got some brand new stuff with tags. I got vintage Christmas around me.
Christmas. Get the Christmas stuff up.
I got a tonnage to pick from. But what's up to Chris? Dory said she'll be back. She's getting a snack. Chris said list. He was ready. But yeah. And I think Kat's show is finishing up pretty soon. Guys, Kat the Nurse Flipper. Always doing a great job. She had an entertaining show tonight, huh, Jake?
Very entertaining.
Hey, the cool part is, and we want to, we'll clarify. If you're tuning into this, maybe you're rewatching this. We do this to be really supportive. Have fun. Jake will tell us what's going wrong in the reselling community right now, or something that didn't sell for what he wanted, and that's okay, because we do this to have fun, stay positive, to help each other out. List that Orioles hat. Actually, I was talking to somebody. It's about time to change the head up. I have a few that I haven't selected yet. But
then you might have just made them list it.
Well, I have a whole box. It's just the time of year to rotate my hat. So I have about 80 hats to choose from.
I don't rotate. It doesn't rotate color.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't know if you were cleaning your tiger tears right now. But yeah, no. We just do this show. I mean, this show, our channels. Do stuff at your own pace. Set goals, hit goals. If you're doing this to make dinner money, if you're doing this to pay your bills, like whatever that is, like go for it. We're always going to be here to encourage you and what that goal is. And we're not experts by any stretch of the means. No way. I can point you in the direction of a lot of other people that knocked this out of the park, man. I mean, you've seen a few of those resellers, huh, Jake?
There are a few of those people that know how to resell or know how to dedicate their time correctly.
Well, there's a few. They're not on YouTube, people, because they're pumping out 1,000 listings a day. They have a full-blown operation going on. They don't have time for YouTube.
No, there are a lot of people that are hundreds of thousands of people who are not on YouTube, who just who actually watch and just focus in on just making money.
Product knowledge, doing something, getting smart. What's up, Leroy? You got some more Yodas. I could not find any, Chris. I've been to 3 Walgreens and I can't find any. Sold some LSU stuff today. Nice, man. But yeah. And then Jake, we sold more this weekend than we have ever.
Really?
It was a busy night packing up orders, and most money we've made in one weekend ever. So Q4 is here. Stuff is selling, but I wasn't selling like new stuff. It wasn't like gift items. That's what was crazy. Only three out of 17 items were like Christmas related.
You know what? As much as they said Q4, I'm not seeing it. I'm basically seeing list, sell, which is the normal.
Dan, it's okay. My wife still says, "How much does a used one go for?" Because she has one sitting like on the side of our bed. She's like, "I already pulled the tags off. How much does it sell for?" But they are a hot commodity right now. People are having a hard time. We are talking about, we're going to do a fun little challenge with everybody in the chat. We want you, we have items set. Jake's got some items picked out. I have some items picked out. We're going to get a few more people in the chat. We're going to let you guys pick what we list tonight. We do want to list. Been encouraging Jake to do some listings. He's been like, he did a challenge with Emily Conway. She had such a great idea. And I pushed myself just to list in general, I can tell you the story on why we're doing reselling, but we just try to like help people whatever we can. So tonight we want your input on what we should list. No, we're not gonna like take your idea of like sell it for 99 cents. No, we're not going with that. We're not gonna go that route. But we'll get started in just a second. We're just letting a few more people jump in. What's up, Annie? 60 on Amazon. That's right, man. They are.
I still never got started on Amazon, but I have too much to deal with eBay as it is, so I'm gonna stick to eBay for a little bit.
With some of the items, where did I put them? Now I forgot where I put all this stuff. Oh, they're right there. There's a few items that I picked up, and I looked them up on eBay, and like I'll make money. I looked them up on Amazon. They're out of stock on Amazon, and I can make 3 times as much on Amazon.
So have you started on Amazon?
Nah. I'll just sell to an Amazon seller.
It takes It's too much work. I mean, from what I understand, you have to pay the $30 a month, and then you gotta get. Well, you can't. The problem with selling on Amazon toys, especially the Yodas, is you have to get ungated. And getting ungated is a whole process in itself. If you're not an Amazon seller, it's been selling for a while. So,
Hey, tomato, tomato. Some people are doing great at it. I'm having fun.
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Ken just dropped in, and Dory, an HD shirt, 40. I'm sure it's $2 and not 1,000.
30. Got 1 day left.
What's an HD?
Harley Davidson. She's got a vintage Harley Davidson shirt.
Got it.
I mean, she's in the profit, of course, but it should be going for a lot more. I'm not paying a monthly fee.
Fee of $30 a month to sell. It's not worth it. It depends how you look at it. You know, the problem I have with that is the fact of gated and ungated. Like eBay, you can list whatever you want. You're still paying probably $50 fee, but
when you get to manage payments, you start to see the breakdown on what they charge you per item and per category.
oh, I end up doing that anyway. I break down everything with every sale that I have.
No. Do you know that like a shoe they might charge you 0.3%, but an electronic they charge you 0.13? You know that? Their fee percentage is different based on the item categories now.
I thought it's all 10%, no?
No, sir. Not at all. When you'll see it. Managed payment does do a really good job of showing you the breakdown and everything.
I didn't even get an invite, so they don't like me.
You gotta get up to that next store level, buddy.
Next store level, that's what it is. I gotta go up for the store level. I'd rather pay less than transfer over to managed payment. I'm good.
You make more.
Well, you list more, you make more. It's how it works.
See, that's a good way to put it there. They're right. I do that base average. I say 13%. I just round it to 13% just to be on average. But I've always kind of heard it, and so I wanted to look at it, and I did. I looked down, and I was just like, this was something I saw a ton of, and it was a good percentage. I think it was like the yarn or something. But then I had something else, and it was the full 13. And I was like, why was it only this percentage here and only this here? So certain, just like Amazon does with ungated, eBay keeps a higher percentage fee based on the item category.
Well, I don't know. All I can tell you is I use a calculator that does a splendid job.
Nah, we're past all that.
I use eProfit. I plug in all the items, full price.
I ain't got time for all that now.
That price, and it gives me my profit.
I go, sweet, managed payments just deposited this much in my account, and then I subtract what I spent on sourcing for the week.
Oh my gosh. No. I need to know that every item that I buy
Jake,
has a potential profit and is going to make a profit.
It's going to be impossible when you're listing 100 items a week and you're buying 200 items a week. When you have how stressed were you the other night when you had to pack up 8 things? What are you going to do when you're shipping out 30 a day?
When am I getting to that?
The time when you don't have time to plug in each item?
Guys, I'm keeping to the word. I'm a small-time reseller. So I'm going to switch my intro to adventures in reselling with a small-time reseller.
See, I started with Excel. I did. The first time I did a private estate sale, and I went and bought 420 items. I calculated each one. I started tracking what they sold for.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? 50 items sold in the next day. And the rest of them sat in the store and sold slowly but surely. And guess what? In the meantime, I went and bought another estate sale.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different spreadsheets
That's a lot.
tracking all different
See this?
category.
I
Meaning, like if I sell something that I bought at Goodwill, or if I sold something that I bought from a lot, or there's some something that I bought from a different lot, and so on.
No, my last sourcing day, I know this past weekend I spent $250. I made $867 in the same 2 days that I spent 250.
Profit?
No, and 800 in my take home sales. So after fees, after shipping, after everything. So I profited. No, sorry, I got paid $990. So for me, in my brain, rather than figuring all those nickel and dimes, I brought $990 in my account. I spent $250 out of my account.
Yeah, that I think is the way to do it. You're right. I'm not gonna justify my craziness.
Well, no, what at your store size, you're doing it exactly right, dude. Because you want to. That gives you the product knowledge of like, I'm never gonna sell that again for that price, or I'm never gonna buy again at
I'm
that
never
price.
gonna buy that item again.
That's the super smart way to do it. But now that I'll like an average Goodwill trip for me is $40. What I have to do in my head is like, I'm gonna sell one item for $40.
So
Everything else is profit.
two dudes hit it up right on the spot, exactly with what you said. The one thing I have an issue with, and which two dudes brought up, is the fact that I'm not sure when each item was listed. And I think eBay flaws in that big time. Macari and Poshmark does the same thing. Nobody tells you when you listed it, so you don't know
Yeah.
how long the
Well,
items been on for.
you do. I've been able to track it. I won't get too crazy into this, but when you go to run your sale, if you go to select items that you want to put on sale, it'll actually show you each item, and it starts with what's been in your store the longest. It tells you how many days it's been sitting there.
But it's only when you do
It doesn't do it when you sell it. You're right. It doesn't say like this sold after 900 days. Yeah. And see, and this is a super smart point. So at 200 items, that's very manageable. It really is. I was a thorough person. I was a thorough person doing the same thing, but talking with Harry Tornado and kind of hearing that, he goes, "Are you going to remember what you paid on every pair of shoes, or do you know on average you paid $6 per pair of shoes?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably on average. I got some for $2, $3. I got some for $8, $9. So I just know when I sell a pair of shoes, it's about $6. Do I need to know if it was 4 or if it was 7? If I sold it for 30, not really, because it's one of 20 sales. It's long as it's not 20 negative items, then you better start checking your profit and loss. But I do agree with you. Said two dudes pick, and I was like, I do want to switch over to QuickBooks in the new year because I want to be able to track all of my transactions just by, so I can see big dollar amount. So I can say in this week I sourced a lot, but the next month I rarely sourced, because then I should have sales coming in, less money going out. If you refresh a listing, relist or sell similar, the start date for the listing starts over, doesn't it? Yes, because I'll change the description or something like that in there.
Yeah, I mean, doing that, I would basically, that's refreshing listing, so I'd expect it to do that.
I will always pay fees. I keep getting deposits like I have been every week. Same thing, man. Well, and Jimmy, that's a good question for you, man. And glad I talked to you earlier. Glad you're doing good. Because I just switched over to managed payments last month, and I think I paid my last big bulk fee payment to eBay. So I'm keeping an eye on my next invoice because I should not have an invoice. Correct, Jimmy?
They don't take it out automatically?
No, I just switched over, so I was paying the month priors. So I believe they're taking it out automatically. I just want to make sure that promoted and all those aren't like they're taken out as well. That's why I was looking over that chart. Yep. Paying fees is no issue as long as you're selling stuff.
Correct.
That's what I said. I had
It's about.
almost $1,000 weekend after shipping, after fees. I didn't mind the fees because I did great.
Well, that's the whole point of it. I mean, yeah, otherwise you're not making any money. That's why you always got to know. It's when you're starting, you have to start with the Excel. You have to know exactly where you're heading and how much you could afford to pay for a store. I'm on a $5 store right now. Until I hit 250, I don't plan on going to the next level. But I do have a stock load of eBay tape, and the only reason is being because I've done this in the past, and my
You
old
would pay the
business
promoted fees at the end of the month. Okay, see, that's what I was wondering. I know I'm getting fees out per item before I get deposited, but yeah, that's what I wasn't sure.
2 dudes, 170. Officially, yes. After sales today, 170.
After my sales, I am at 470.
Ooh, exactly 300 above me.
Yeah, I've been fighting to get to 500, and then you have great days, and and then when you have a night where you can list because your sales were low, and you're too tired from the weekend, so you don't get anything listed, i.e. Monday.
And Jimmy's a listing monster. Jimmy does this full time.
Jimmy's full time. He's got a great system.
Can afford.
There you go. Nice. Smart. If you can get it filled up and list, gosh, you can do it. All right, so I'm gonna start doing some listing because that's what we're here for this show. Let me move this over.
You give your 2 options first. I'm looking to figure out what I want to give my 2 options are as.
And then I'm also going to do this because if I'm going to be listing, Jake, I want you to have somebody to talk to. So what we're going to do, Jake and I are not going to list at the same time.
Oh, cool.
We want to entertain you guys, okay?
All right, hold on one second. Let me get a bottle of water. Because I didn't get a bottle of water. I didn't get set up. Let me get a bottle of water. Keep talking.
I'm going to drop the link in there. And so if anybody wants to jump in, so what we're going to do is we're going to go one at a time. I'll still be talking. I'll go first. I'll show you guys 2 items. You say list this one. The goal is to list all of them. We have 10 items each. But we want you to give us your opinion. Maybe it's because we're in Q4. Maybe it's just because the item, and maybe you have some knowledge about it on what we can easily price it at. Jake has already taken the photos for his stuff, so he could go with the process a little faster. I'm going to do my photos live. I got my photo booth right here. We just want to basically get your opinion on what we should list. You pick it. We list it. We're not going to totally go with your suggested list price, okay?
Oh, why? We're going to make them give us a price also?
No. Because if somebody wants it in here, they're going to be like, sell it right now. $2, and then they'll buy it. But
nobody's going to want it.
Hit me up on there. Dan, do you get a cut? Yeah, I'll bring it in August. Dan's going to list everything for $1,000 and put a promotion on it. Give me 10%. But yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to show my first 2, just to give you the example, Jake. I dropped the link in there. If anybody wants to jump in,
I'm going to be talking.
They can chat with you. And then when I get mine listed and when I'm done, you show your 2 items. And Jake, you can weigh in as well, okay?
I probably will. Guys, I cannot click to put you on the screen, so just keep that in mind. I will interact. Emily, are we finishing list? Hashtag list everything. Are we ending it, or what are we doing here? I mean,
Jake's ready to quit.
We have 1 submission, from what I could tell. Oh, and by the way, Josh is going to list and give an option to you guys to pick. I'm just giving Emily an update because she just came in.
Cool. So here's my first 2 small sales. We'll start with something simple. Do I do this He-Man DVD bundle set, which is all of complete season 1?
Is that brand new?
This one is not brand new. Condition is great. This person kept them in file papers, like did a really great job. All the booklets, everything in. This was I went to a yard sale of a collector. A collector passed away, and their family was selling everything. And then this is the best of season 2. This thing looks awesome.
Did you get what are comps on these things?
I have no idea. I haven't done that far. So I can list this little He-Man bundle, or I can list this Thundercats bundle.
Oh, those are your options.
Which is Season 1, Volume 2, Season 1, Volume 1. So this is 1 and 2 Thundercats DVD sets, or He-Man sets. You guys let me know. We're going to let Adam, Two Dudes Picking In, while I get to listing, and he can weigh in as well.
He already weighed in.
What's up, Adam?
What's up, guys? Y'all doing all right tonight?
We're doing good, man.
I got to get myself one of those mics. How much does that cost?
Oh, I spent some good old eBay money on it for about $200.
Nick's never going to do that. Nope.
No, I'm not getting a mic. That ain't happening.
I had to talk him into getting a printer.
Yeah. No, like the thermals?
Yeah.
Like Rolo?
It took him a while. And I didn't even buy a Rolo. I bought a Zebra.
We raced.
I got the Zebra.
We raced on Instagram. I said, print on your laser jet, and I'm going to print on my thermal, and let's see who's faster.
Oh, definitely you won.
Oh, I know.
No looking back. Got a Zebra thermal, and I have never looked back. The college picker actually helped me figure out which one I needed to get.
Same here.
I went and got the Rolo, and dude, I've been loving every moment of it.
Yeah, I hear great things about it. I personally have never tried the Rolo, but I'm sure it's zippy. Right?
For me, it was the ease of setup. I mean, when they give you a YouTube video to watch to set it up, I was like, oh yeah, it's like printers for dummies.
I believe it.
All right, so I'm looking in the chat. Everybody is saying
Thundercats.
Thundercats. Okay.
Now, how much should you be listing it for?
I don't know, Jake. I'm gonna do the listing. This is my process.
Oh, okay, fine.
I didn't look any of this stuff up.
Oh, I thought you might have done comps already.
No. I saw this, guys. I picked these up for $1 a piece.
Oh.
They were like every DVD set you see, $1 each. I got Voltron, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, all of it.
Thundercats, that's the one I used to watch some Saturday mornings when I was growing up.
I don't even remember.
Jake doesn't know.
I was watching Pokemon.
I don't even think they really have good Saturday morning cartoons anymore.
No.
Why do they need Saturday morning cartoons on TV when you have Netflix?
Yeah, exactly. I buy my son cartoon DVDs when I'm out at the Goodwill so that we can have Saturday morning cartoons together.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
part of what I just bought was All the Land Before Times. They had all of those on DVD.
Those are good.
And I was like,
I don't even have a DVD player anymore.
Really?
I have nothing to put a CD into anymore.
Jake is too young for Thundercats.
Yes, he is. How old do I have to be for Thundercats?
Well, I'm about to be 40, so
no, I'm not at all. Okay, so yeah, I'm not in your guys' range. I'm about 8 years onto that. I'm 32.
There you go. Ain't nothing shame. Let's see. I don't even know what you would have been watching on Saturday mornings at 32.
Pokemon. Well, no, at Saturday. Well, here's the difference. Your Saturday mornings are my Sunday mornings.
Okay, there you go.
Saturday mornings, I can't do anything.
All right, I am gonna phone a friend. Well, I'm gonna chat a friend. Jake is too young for Baby Shark. But Dan the Answer Man. If Dan the Answer Man finds comps on the products,
are you gonna make him comp it?
No, but
this is gonna be great.
I trust him.
Well, you should comp it and then look at his comps and see how accurate your comps were and learn from it.
Dan does better than giving you the comp price. Dan gives you the link to the page where you can get the comp price.
So we all need to call Dan the Answer Man?
Oh,
every time we need to comp
I found an old cowboy saddle. He gave me
He already gave me some answers. He said it's from 1985 to 1989. I was born in 88, so ain't happening. Iris, you're dating yourself.
So what did the cowboy saddle sell for?
It wasn't even for the sales. I didn't know any info on it. He gave me a site where I could identify like 22 markings of vintage saddles. He gave me a website where I can like identify all the stuff on it.
Excellent.
He said that's a big no.
I'm already doing it. Which ones do you have?
Season 1, Volume 1, and Season 1, Volume 2. So I have discs 1 through 12.
DVDs, right?
Inboxed, yep.
You're doing it off a lot?
Let's see. Doesn't look like a whole lot. They're open, right? Pre-owned?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of them together, you'll get more. I'd say about $20.
That's what I was going to do. $19.99.
Nobody had season 1 through 12 listed, but season 1 and 2 DVD sets by themselves. Wait, you have 1 through 12? You said
1 through 12 episodes, not
seasons. All right, so season 1 and 2 has gotten $19.99 plus ship.
I do $19.95. Be the next one that sells.
Yep.
Yeah, put plus ship on it. You might as well.
Yep. Medium mail it.
But Jake, why don't you talk to Adam a little bit? Get to know two dudes picking, man.
Well, I already asked him on his mic.
Actually, I probably was a little high. They were probably brand new around that price, but I found it on eBay used. I think I only paid maybe $160 for it. So that's what you save up your money for, though. I mean, we're making money on eBay for a reason, right?
Good question. What are we making
part-time
for?
Say that again.
It's a good question. What are you making money on eBay for? Because I don't really have an answer for it.
Oh, well, I have a 9 to 5, so that feeds the family. That puts food on the table. I do resell part-time on eBay so that I can do my hobbies. I actually just bought a really nice TV for the living room to upgrade because I was tired of my Sony. And you drop about $1,500 on a TV because you're just having fun selling on eBay. That's what I spend it on. I didn't want to dip into my savings. To me, a TV isn't something I want to dip into my savings for. It's just a picture. But what am I going to do with all the money that I'm making off of eBay? Hobbies.
I think, I agree with that. I also have a 9 to 5, which I need.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I basically am doing, I'm just collecting the money right now.
Yeah. You'll think of something like, let's say that bank account gets up to $10,000. You can think of something nice that you can get when you finally get there. If you don't already have a goal in mind as to what you're saving for, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Jake, you already told me that. You already told me what you would use your reselling for.
Oh, use it for my kids' tuition?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good goal.
I'm probably going to need it soon. I mean, right now, my 9 to 5 is putting the food on the table and paying the bills. And giving me some extra on the side that I could use for spending on random stuff that I need around the house, which is all within the budgeting. So it's fine. Yeah. Which I'm not out of my budget. So let's just put it that way. But regarding paying my kids' tuition and stuff, it's going to get harder. I mean, I don't know if you know too much about me being Jewish and all. I have yeshiva tuitions, which is private school tuitions. Mm-hmm. And they start off low. They start off around $5,000, and then they go up to 10, then to 12, then to 13, then to 18, then to 20, then to 30.
Is that per month or per year? What's the rate?
30,000 per year.
So you've got a good goal there. I mean, at least you have an idea as to what you're expecting to make on an annual basis, minimally, right?
Well, annual basis, I think if I really put my head into it, I probably could come out with maybe 5 to 10K a year on eBay.
I bet you could do more.
Well, I have to really put my head to it. And it's not that simple when you're a full-time nurse and working another part. I work at 9 to 5 and a part-time, and I do eBay.
We were talking about the spreadsheets. You remember that we were talking about the spreadsheets. Part of the reason why I use the spreadsheets is because it helps me. I categorize my items. That way I know not only am I don't necessarily need to know what I'm selling more of in a certain category, but what category is bringing me in the most money. Those are two different answers, right? I could be selling 200 men's clothing items, but I'm only bringing in $10 to $14 a shirt. But I could be selling 50 pieces of electronics that are bringing me $50 to $60 profit per item, right? So
right. I'm done.
There you go.
Oh, is it my turn? Okay, you're off the hook with me.
And here's what I did. I saw what Dan was saying. Dan gave me some good comps, but pre-owned, this isn't season 1 and 2. This is season 1, volume 1, because they're DVDs. They couldn't fit as much on each disc. So this is just season 1, just volume 1, volume 2.
Okay.
But I went ahead, advertised in the description, season 1, volume 1 and 2, great condition DVD, free shipping. So $24.97 free shipping. So just so I can get that one extra person that might hit search filter free ship. So
yep.
Because most of the ones that sold still did calculated shipping. So
wow,
yeah. All right, Jake.
Good
deal. Good deal.
Let's see. Where am I going to start with? This is a good one. Okay.
So Adam, what's your kind of like your niche thing that you're just like, all right, you're looking at your spreadsheet. Yep. This does well consistently. I'm going to stick with this. What's that for you?
Well, for me, I started with men's clothes because there was so many of them on the rack to choose from. That's what I started with about 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. But I've slowly moved into electronics. I'm an IT guy. I know how to fix electronics. I know how to, go into them and see what's wrong with them to fix them. And I've actually been able to do pretty good there when you can pick them up for $4, $5, $6, $7 a piece and sell them for $50 to $70 a piece.
Yeah.
So I like the DVD combos. I like the old CD players. I like the tape decks, vintage stuff. I like Wii's, gaming consoles. And I can pick up less of those and make more money selling those, if that makes sense. I don't have to pick up nearly as many men's polos.
By the way, Jake, all of my DVD combos are gone. 1 week.
Yeah, I know. I have to listen.
I have three that aren't working, Adam. So I'll talk to you, man. I got 3 that I was going to put up for parts.
Yeah.
All right, let me interrupt you guys. Let me give my 2 items here. All right. So we got this. It's an M2. M2 tailor-made, right? Tailor-made? Just verifying. Yep, tailor-made. Tailor-made M2 6 iron. You can see the number 6 over there.
Slide your phone over a little bit, Jake. There
we go.
I got you. Okay, what's the other item?
Other item's going to be... Cool. This mug.
NBC. Is there a year on it?
No year on it. It says NBC New York.
But no marking on the bottom?
Oh, that's another one. No. See, no marking on the bottom.
Okay. All right. I got my thought process.
Okay. Guys, let me know what you want. Or let me know what I should be listing. That's not a 6 iron, it's a 6 wood. Okay, a 6 wood. Thank you. That helps.
We know
that was actually
with golf clubs.
Gonna mark that down. A wood, not an iron.
But
I'm trying to determine if that's a rescue club, a hybrid.
Yeah, rescue club. It says rescue on it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm looking at both. I'm like, how's any dents on that club? Is the shaft good? I know I'm asking way too many qualifying questions.
Shaft is good. Here, this is more of a closer picture.
Okay.
I'd say go with the M2.
I was going to say M2. The only hope on that NBC mug right now is that people can't get to New York. I could see somebody buying it for a friend as a gift. It's pretty cool, but it doesn't have any markings on it.
It's going to get listed eventually anyway.
You're right. All this stuff.
I think the M2 you're going to sell faster.
Yeah, I
what
did
do you
too.
mean by it's a hybrid?
That's a rescue club hybrid, same thing.
20-degree hybrid.
I got to do research on that.
All right, guys. Jake's not going to list it tonight. He's going to put it
right now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's referred to as either a hybrid or a rescue club. It's not a wood per se, but Hey, I play golf. I love golf, and I didn't honestly know they made a 6 hybrid. I had to look it up because you kind of caught me off guard there. I've heard of 5 hybrids and 3 hybrids, but that 6 caught me off guard.
Dan is a.
Well, now does Dan want to hit me up with some?
Dan's an up there golfer, man. Dan knows the guys that swap their clubs out every 9 months.
There you go.
He's like, that's last year's model. You wouldn't be caught dead on the field with that. And I was like, great for resellers. Let them get rid of it.
I actually came across a bag full of TaylorMades and one Callaway Diablo 3-wood.
Nice.
It was 6, 7, 8 clubs that I could resell for only $10. They were all in one bag and they wanted $10 for it. I was like, swipe it up quick. There's no telling when this is going to not last long. And I already sold the TaylorMade for $90 last week. So the rest is just gravy, you know?
Nice. Yeah. And
it's hard to come across a good find like that.
Well, this was a good find. I paid $4 for it.
Mm-hmm. Were there any other clubs near it that
there was another 1, 2. How many do I have from that lot? I think 3.
Dan, nice pickup, Adam.
Thanks, dude.
I have a 5. I have a 4. A 6. What else did I get from there?
Are they all those TaylorMade M2s?
They're all those TaylorMade M2s.
You hit a mine right there.
Right,
that's a good pick.
All right, Jake.
Yes.
List the club.
Well, nobody's sending me comps. I'm trying to figure out the comp here.
You got to do it yourself too. That's what I was doing.
I'm working on it.
We got a list.
Without looking it up, I'm going to throw it out there that 6 hybrid, I'm going to guess to be just to be a little bit on the low side. I'm going to say at least $75.
Really? I was going to just list at $49.99.
But you've got so many, you know? You can list them around $75, and you could do free shipping on it. They'll sell quick. Those M2s are not old clubs.
No, you can tell by the design. There's a few listed right now, 55 plus shipping. One's on auction.
What'd you search?
Another one's listed for 99 plus shipping. Another one for 99 plus shipping.
Wait, what'd you search? Because I went M2 TaylorMade 6 Rescue.
6 hybrid.
6 hybrid?
Yeah. So your listings, everybody's 55 and above. The last one sold today for $79.99.
There you go. Did it have shipping?
It was a 2017 hybrid, 19 degree. Well, that was a 3. Let me see if there's a 6. 6 hybrid, $95. It had 51 bids.
I have somebody, the one exactly that I have. It says it's ladies. I don't know why. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
They probably are in both. Okay, on the side of the club, it will have I call it it's called the stiff. It's the flex, if you will.
Yeah, but mine's not. Mine doesn't have green. Mine has yellow. You see, it says the 2 is in green. My 2 is in yellow.
Yeah, yours is a ladies. It's right there.
Right, the 37 I was looking at. Or I see the same one, again, also by, you can't see me, but I'm seeing this a different one by 84.
Yeah.
Right, that 84 one. I think I want to steal that 84 one.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all ladies clubs. Hey, somebody has all 3 of them, the same ones that I have, at 120. 8 bids with shipping.
Well,
look on the side of the shaft, and it should say the flex.
What's up?
L or W would be ladies or women's.
On the what? The side of the shaft?
Yeah. It'll say flex or something to that point.
Well, it says flex. Flex is ladies?
No. Something beside the flex, like an L or I believe.
Okay, hold on. Let's
R, an S, an L.
Here's Dan's got it right here.
There you go.
I have an M.
Okay.
Flex M. M that has the same on the shaft is different. So what does M mean?
Type it in there. Search it.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard too. I don't know that I recognize the M, but it probably is ladies. The color definitely makes it easier to identify.
Yeah, I think the ladies were yellow, the guys were green.
There you go.
Right. Well, the guys go for a heck load.
Mature, regular, stiff, extra stiff.
Oh,
Okay,
mature.
so mature. Okay.
Yeah, I hit with an M1.
Yeah,
my buddy hits with an M2. They both hit really well. So
I don't hit anything.
There it is. Mature is for older golfer. Look at that.
Or S for senior sometimes. Dan, did he have S listed on those that he had before? MRS something? Yeah, there you go.
And he said XS, not XF.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with this one over here. It's at $60, the same one that I have.
Oh, here it is. The color is the model year.
The black is older than the white and neon. S is stiff. Okay, so the black is older. So I guess it's older anyway. But I think I'm gonna put it at $49.99. See what happens on it, because there's somebody who listed and sold hybrid regular flex at a regular flex. Mine's a mature flex.
Jake, go 59 and put best offer on.
Well, yeah, 59. What? With ship? Without ship?
With ship. Everybody
plus shipping.
Shipping on there.
59 with ship. Okay.
You list all three of those hybrids at that price, you'll make a good hit.
Yeah, you'll make good money. Well, Adam, I'm gonna swap you out because we're gonna keep rotating people in as well.
It's all good, man.
I'd love to have you on the show, man. I really would.
That'd be great. Yeah, me and my buddy Gary, we do separate stuff, but we'd love to. I appreciate you letting me join.
Hit me up on Instagram, man, and I'll work on the schedule with you. Okay?
Sounds great, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Y'all have a great night.
You too, buddy.
Night.
Later.
So Jake, you get that listed. I'm gonna throw the link back out. We're gonna keep letting different people jump in, hang out with us. Dan, yes, if you want to jump in, you totally can. So we'll keep rotating people. So this isn't like, long interviews with people. This is if you want to come and chat and, because I need somebody to talk to while Jake's listing. He'll need somebody to talk to while I'm listing.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find one to copy here. It's not simple.
I'm picking out my next two.
You got time
now.
These aren't hard. These are hard to list. I thought they'd be easier.
No, you need a lot of. Well, they helped you out a lot with the.
Yeah, they helped me out a ton. Okay, so here we're gonna do this one here.
Well, there's another guy to give you some help. Just don't slow down, Jake. We got to keep going.
All right, I'm working.
And
Thank you.
What's up, guys? So real quick, I know I've talked about doing some golf videos before. You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
So basically the flex is think of it as the stiffness of the shaft or the stick. So extra stiff would be super, super, stiff because you swing a lot faster, harder. So taller, stronger people, younger people will swing it a lot faster. Right. Okay. And then you go down. So regular is like the, for average swingers. And then mature would be for older people who can't swing as hard. Some ladies who are strong can use regular or stiff. So don't worry about if it's a ladies club or not. So
I should not put ladies in the.
No. You want to tell them what the shaft is. If it has M on it, you want to list mature because they're going to ask.
Got it.
Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of questions.
We'll put that in then. All right. Let me start the listing.
And the coloring, because TaylorMade would release different models. So a TaylorMade something model, right? And so the M1 came out first, and then they released an M2, and then they just kind of kept with that. But then there's think of it as an M2 from 2017 and an M2 from 2019, and they just changed the colorway. It's kind of like shoes, right? Jordan.
That's good info, Dan, because I was looking at them. That's good to categorize if you find more of those.
People who know golf clubs know when each club was really released, even though they're named the same thing. But the colorway will dictate which is the newer model, newer technology. Because the golf manufacturers are in the job to sell clubs. They're going to say, oh, this one goes 10% farther, based on their robot testing for the same club because it has center of gravity, moment of inertia, all these things that they studied in their R&D. So.
Who needs Google when Dan is in the house? So Jake, the reason I told you $59.99, so if you get full price, Dan gets $10. So
no, that's cool and I'm thinking, sometimes what happens, especially since that's a mature flex set, what happens is longer irons are more difficult to hit. So if you have like a pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, the 5 irons, the 4 iron, 6 irons are longer shafts, and so they're more difficult to hit. And hybrids came along to bridge the gap between a wood and an iron.
Yeah.
So they actually make full sets that have just like 2 or 3 hybrids at the bottom long end. So you'll have a 4 hybrid, a 5 hybrid, a 6 hybrid. Then you'll have an actual 7 iron, 8 iron, 9 iron. So that's actually what they call it, a hybrid iron set. And that's probably what Jake found, is he found somebody who was selling a hybrid set, or they donated it.
Right.
Yeah. So somebody donated their hybrid iron set is my guess.
Yeah. Hey, and everybody, Adam, I just made you a moderator. Be sure to drop your link in there, man. Definitely appreciate you jumping in, buddy. But as soon as you can, go ahead and drop your channel in there, man.
Yeah. So Jake, I don't know did you grab everything that was similar to that, or just the ones that looked like that with the bigger head?
All 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. The 6, the 5, and the 4. That's what I think. That's what the set is basically.
Well, here's a good question for you, Dan.
No. So on Ping uses the color dot system, and what that represents is what we call, in the golf terminology, it's called the lie of the club. And what that means is, I wish I had a golf club with me, but essentially what it means, I probably have something. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see if I have any like miniature golf clubs anywhere. I have this putter, but maybe this will. So can you see this?
Yeah.
So basically, think about it this way. This is the putter, so it's not really as the box is an example. So imagine you have the ground and then the shaft. That would be 90 degrees, or what they call 0, right? So that will show you kind of different lofts when you start playing with it. And the lie is the difference between the bottom of the club and how it goes upright or down relative to the ground. And so the dots in Ping represent the lie up or down of the club. So people naturally will swing, and you want to swing flush with the ground on your bottom of your club. But if you naturally swing and you always hit the toe first, then you want to have 2 degrees up so that your now swing will be flush. So that's all the dot means in Pings. It's the degree. So but don't worry about it, because most clubs that get sold are flat with respect to
Dan, that's why, Dan, you could sell nothing. It just make videos on how people should sell golf clubs.
Yeah. So here's what I would do. Anytime you have a club, list as much as you can, because if someone's buying a club, they want to know all the specs of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of questions.
All right. So you want to answer all these specs regarding this? This is a TaylorMade M2 2016.
I don't know if you need to research the year. I don't know for sure off the top of my head.
All right. So let me
go on eBay and look for the same color.
So that's what I did, and that's exactly what came out. Leave it.
Okay. That's it. Yep.
Now this one says men. RH Flex 55 Flex M.
So RH is right-handed, because clubs are right-handed or left-handed.
Mine are right-handed. That I know.
Yeah. So that would be RH, but then I wouldn't say men. I would just say M Flex.
So let's get rid of the word men. What about REAX? Rex? Is that the name of the shaft?
Say it again.
REAX. Reacts. I think when I looked at the other one, that was the model name.
Usually what happens with off the shelf clubs is TaylorMade will have their own shaft in it. That might be the model shaft that's in it. I don't know for sure without looking at the shaft itself.
I have over here is a Flex M55.
55 is the weight of the shaft. That's 55 grams.
Yeah, it's the regular M2. It's the M2 shaft.
Yeah, I wouldn't go into detail about the shaft unless you had a custom shaft. And shafts can be more expensive than the club itself.
I picked up another one that has a more expensive shaft than it has thing, but we'll get into that later.
Guys, Julian, Bearded Thrift Machine, another guy that does pretty good with golf clubs. Dan, you know where he's at? Myrtle Beach.
Oh, there you go. I mean, those guys in the Carolinas and Florida, I mean, they're just sitting in a gold mine of clubs.
These guys
Because
are
golfing happens all year round.
chunking golf clubs left and right.
Now, how do you measure it? When you measure the golf club lengthwise, I measured it till like on an angle at the end till like the tip of the end of the curve.
Typically, well, the way I've seen it measured is you measure from the very end of the grip
right
to the bottom where it touches the ground.
Got it. Okay.
Not the point of the toe, not the toe.
Not the point, right?
Right. So you want to go to like, in terminology of the club head itself, we call the front of it the toe and the back the heel, like a foot.
Okay.
And so where the shaft connects, that's called the hosel. And then where the shaft connects to the heel, you want to go to the point, like if it made a big triangle basically, or whatever angle
So
that
what
is.
did we say? $59.99?
$59.99 plus shipping, man. All I know is golf clubs, you hit the ball with them. Or
some people miss hitting the ball or barely hit it and they shank it.
No, my neighbor, he carries the golf clubs to keep dogs away in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good price because you could probably get 99 for that depending on the condition.
Yeah,
that's why I was asking. So like when you see the club head and there's the face that has the little grooves in it.
Okay.
On the top of the club head where the grooves touch the top. That's where you get what's called sky marks or idiot marks because people hit it wrong and they scrape up the paint that's on the top of the club. If you have one that's completely clean on that top line of the face, that's valuable because they don't want any bad marks on it. And the bad marks are on the top part. The bottom can have marks as you're interacting with the ground. So you're going to have marks from the tee and other stuff. But that top part, you want it to be clean if possible.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually sold one international recently, which was interesting. Okay, so we're doing here. Let's see.
Bearded Thrift Machine, all your clubs hit to the right. You need to change your grip.
Add rate at 2.3. Okay.
Not the grip on the club, your grip, the way you hold the club.
So
sorry, Jake.
No problem. All I'm doing here is I'm putting it as TaylorMade M2 2016 hybrid number 6, 28. I think that's the degrees on the side. So degrees RH 55 flex M. That's all the information I know on it anyway. Yeah. So I put that, and that's what I have in the description. I'm just adding the link to the description, which is 40 inches.
All right. Got to pause for Jake. Jake, are you listening on your phone?
Yeah, only because you yelled at me last time.
Yes! Guys,
nice.
Celebratory moment. I told him how easy it was to list on his device. He took the photos in advance. I'm proud of you, buddy.
It helped a lot. I can tell you that much. A lot. Do you always get this easy pricing thing?
Yeah, skip that. Skip it. Yep.
All right, guys. Go check it out if you want it. Listed.
What was the length of that?
40.
Of the shaft? Yeah, that's about right because the standard length is 39.25 inches, so it's close enough.
I'm trying to peel the price tag off of my next listing competition here.
Sky marks are better than skid marks.
Sometimes my golf game has the latter of the two. Julian said, "Is his grip too forward?"
So my guess is if your shots go to the right, yep, that looks good, Jake. So Julian, if your shots are going straight to the left, that's a push. But if it's starting kind of somewhat on target, but then slicing or fading to the right, then it's a combination of your swing path and also your grip. Because essentially, think about it. What I would do is hold the club with your left hand like you're holding a hammer, like you're going to hit a hammer, and just go straight to the ground with your left hand, assuming you're a right-handed player. And then put your right hand over the top and try to exaggerate your right hand being more forward. So rotating your hand over this way. Because what will happen is you'll come back in your swing, you'll come through, and you'll naturally rotate to square up more. What's happening is you're likely keeping the face open at impact, and that's causing it to go open, and it's called blocking. Or you might be double crossing too. I mean, there's a number of things that could be happening without seeing your swing.
All right, Jake, you got that one listed? All right.
Yeah.
My next
Adam makes a good point. Nice smooth tempo. That's always keeps it controlled.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh, I don't want to take over the show. I could talk
You're
about golf
good. No.
forever.
No, people in the chat appreciate this, man. Like Dan, that's why I keep telling you, what you bring to the reselling community. I love you as a brother, dude, because me and you, we get along, we joke around, we joke on Jake. He doesn't know anything pre-1999. And
Probably.
but you bring such good info, dude. You really do. And that's why they know you as the answer man, not just Dan M. But no, you can hang on. If somebody else wants to jump in, I'll leave it there. And we'll just keep rotating people in and out, keep the kind of show going. But I'll let you weigh in on this one, okay? Because I can list either one of these. I bought these retail arbitrage yesterday, actually with the idea of listing them together, but I think I'll make more
separately.
Okay.
Was that a Mickey Mouse carry-on?
Facebook Marketplace? Are you going to do that on eBay?
Or is it bigger? Oh, that's a Fooey. Mm-hmm.
What's a Fooey?
New with tags. Hard shell Mickey case.
Wow.
Okay.
Very pretty.
Do you know what size it is by chance? Does it say what? Is it under 20 inches or whatever? Like, is it a carry-on or is it bigger?
Yeah, it's carry-on.
Or a mini.
Where'd you pick these up?
That's for me to know and for people to find out after I sell these.
I mean, that's new with tags.
You can say retail arbitrage.
So my idea was to say his and hers as a set.
But it's mass to ship.
Jake, if you know what these go for, no, and I got them at a good deal. These because of weight and size of the box will probably cost me about $20-25.
I'm interested to find out. Wait, you're not gonna do a free shipping anyway?
No.
Was it? It's Fooey Mickey Mouse. What?
It's full. F-U-L.
Like
F-U-L.
Full. Mickey.
So we're thinking Mickey, Mini, or together. Together's gonna be a bigger box, bigger shipping.
I mean, since they're new with tags,
tags.
That retail for $200. The Mickey.
Yeah. The cheapest place I found them, they were out of stock. Kohl's tried to sell them for $85, but they're out of stock.
Well, somebody has not yours exactly listed, but another one at $130.
Good night, Adam. Thanks for hanging out, man.
You're getting $100 all day for that.
Yeah,
each one.
I think I could go high end and go 125 plus ship. Best offer.
Man, if you had a full set, $400 plus 158 shipping. The guy sold it for.
So if I was doing it together, I was going to do his and hers for $250 plus shipping.
I would do that.
Thinking I'll do better with the solo buy. So now,
do
I go Mickey or Minnie?
No,
I would go Mickey. Yeah, I definitely go Mickey because more people would because the way I look at it is only females would typically use a Mini, but females or males could use the Mickey.
True.
Because it's just Disney. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But I definitely would list them separately as well because once you start going over 200, people are going to start questioning. They're like, "Well, I can just go buy something new out of a store if it's available."
Right. Well, guys, I'll just let you know. So I found my little. I'm gonna go probably get more of these. I'm getting these for $40 a piece.
Nice.
Yeah, new with tags. So I'm gonna see how fast they move. It's a great holiday item because it's new with tags. But yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really much on comps. I mean,
no, that's why I bought them because there weren't. Everywhere that I looked that was a retail store was selling out of them. Like they don't have any in stock.
You know what's funny? Those are listed at Home Depot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in stock or not, but they're just kind of old listings.
Yeah.
How much at Home Depot?
$199.99 for each.
Whoa. And you paid $40 a piece?
Yep.
Nice. Great. So what are you gonna go for? $250 plus ship?
No, $125.
$125 plus ship.
$125 plus ship.
Now,
I would list them both sooner than later, Josh.
They're gonna both be listed tonight. They're just fun to pick from.
Yeah, you need to list them before starts getting locked down because people are still considering traveling and stuff currently. But as things get a little tighter, you want to get those out.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, even if people didn't use them automatically, somebody would buy this probably as a Christmas gift too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
And plus, those small carry-on sizes are good because if some kids are going to go stay at grandparents' house or whatever, you know what I mean? It's a good small size.
People are locking down. They want the nostalgia. It's good stuff.
I'm actually stealing the listing from Home Depot.
Yeah, you have to create your own.
Yeah, but I go copy and paste, so the description's already started for me.
Yeah.
So it's 21 inches, Dan. So Disney full Mickey Mouse printed 21-inch luggage spinner is what they have. So quad wheel, all four.
Jimmy, you left and came back, and now you expect us to tell you what we're listing?
Here you go, Jimmy.
And find out.
I'm listing this right now.
Jimmy and his wife are going to buy them each from you, Josh. His and hers matching Disney carry-on luggage.
They're awesome.
Jimmy, 120. You're in?
They'll give you a deal. $124.99.
$123.99.
I already told them 120. What are you guys doing?
Then I'll increase the shipping. Nice, man. Nice. And please, anybody else wants to jump in?
That's funny.
Oh, Jimmy.
I missed your comment, Emily, about love Dan M. She still calls me Dan M in all the chats, which is awesome.
She keeps it old school, man.
Yep. Emily's an OG.
OG. Dan, when are you coming out with the channel?
Well, technically I have one, and there's a few limited videos on there. I just don't make any videos.
What's up, Kaiser?
Kaiser. Welcome. You gotta make some more golf information videos.
I mean, there are so many out there, but there's not really videos for golf on a lot of reselling golf. I mean, there's some guys like Casey and others, but
right, you got to do some reselling stuff. Entertain us, Dan. Entertain us.
Entertain.
How's it going?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, I mean, all my customers are also, working from home and so forth. So we have a lot of virtual meetings. So
yeah,
but no, it's good.
The option to do wound care from home doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't really. Well, I mean, they do some consultant, type work or initial kind of stuff, but you can't really do anything not in person, right?
There are some nurses that have the work from home position, but you know what? I actually got offered recently to switch up to a work from home, and I'm like, why? Why would I do such a thing? I mean, I like being in the field. I like being all over the place. If I'm gonna actually sit at home, I mean, I have to literally start at 8:30 when the kids leave, and I have to be done by 3:30 because all the kids start running into the house at that point. Yeah. And there's no way for me to actually, I don't have like a separate office or anything in the house that I could actually sit and close the door and say, bye, everybody. It doesn't work that way. Especially when you have kids running around, you need to help out. You can't just, I feel so guilty when I'm not helping.
Yeah, there's so many distractions at home. So when people have their kids, virtual remote learning, and then they have, fortunately my company tells us, if you have people to take care of or kids at home, don't work a regular schedule, work when you can, take care of your family. It's like you and your family are priority to my company, which is great. They recognize that.
It's so good, man.
It's good stuff. No.
Yeah.
The company doesn't care, but it's okay.
No, they talk about, they call it work from home fatigue or, COVID fatigue. People get burned out. Even if you don't have, problems, but just all the other stuff, related to it.
Yeah, so, burnout in my field happens so often and so frequent.
Yeah.
It's like I just go with the flow at this point. I mean, it's just what it is.
Jimmy's boss is a real jerk.
Is that his wife?
I hope not.
Unless
he's
you went to bed already.
He's either talking about himself or. But yeah, I mean, one problem. So and resellers know this. You can work really long hours and not disconnecting. Like Emily said in one of her recent, videos, was talking about the 4-letter word, right? Rest. It's like it's okay to step away. It's okay to not work. Otherwise, you do burn out. And then,
oh yeah.
You know what? Let's get a little bit on this topic. There was another chat going on today with regards to work and all.
Be careful, Jake.
I personally feel that I guess I cannot fold on a full-time job. I mean, I have responsibilities of a family. I have responsibilities of making a living. And in New York specifically, reselling is not going to cut it close.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I look at, let's say, Kat's pulling in from reselling. And I mean, I've had a conversation with her, and I told her, like, on her chat, on her live, when we were live as the nursing live we had, somebody asked.
And real quick, 21-inch luggage. Would you consider that medium or small?
I would say call it small. I mean, it's carry-on size. That's the important part.
Yep.
So somebody also write carry-on probably. So somebody asked, Jake, unpopular opinion, but that's okay. Okay.
Well, I want to hear you finish your thought.
Sorry. Yeah, my brain. Somebody asked whether I'm looking to go full-time. I said absolutely not. I said, yeah. I asked Kat, like, Kat's one of the people you look at, like, oh, she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars on selling on eBay. So give me a number. What are you making per year? So she gave me a number around 50,000. I told her, living in New York, I could tell you right now that I need to be making double what she's making in order to actually live normally.
And you're talking that's take home after all fees, taxes, everything, right?
Yeah,
actual take home.
And I have health insurance.
Yep.
And dental and vision and yada 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 within the package. I'm not even looking to change jobs because of that.
Yep.
And I mean, so when people talk about, like, I can't wait, I'm like, I guess I look at it from a New York perspective. It's very difficult to actually say you can't wait to go full time reselling. By us, it's just not going to suffice in New York.
But
I don't think it's just New York, but yeah.
And not just that, Jake. It's also the area of New York you're in. It's all perspective on your.
That's also true.
Like Dan, you could probably know where you are in Colorado, but there's probably places in Colorado where $60,000, $70,000 is doing fine. It's
I mean, there's definitely.
It's going to be where you are, cost of living where you are. Because, like I said, Emily lives in a totally different part of New York.
True.
She stayed at home.
Perspective. I mean, New York City.
I mean, if you lived in Manhattan, for example, you're probably not going to be a reseller.
No, right? No, that's a.
Well, you are. You're reselling apartments and condos. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. you're selling multi-million-dollar,
these days,
apartments.
Forget about it. Forget about it. You're gonna. It's a total sellers.
I always tell people it's not how much you make; it's how much you spend.
It's good.
When it comes to income and your just your lifestyle, what you do, because how I spend my money, how someone else spends their money is completely different, right?
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think some people have try to make rough averages and so forth. Like, well, how much do you make now as say a non-reseller, traditional 9 to 5? Okay, double that. That's how much you have to make as a reseller in order to handle all the fees and taxes and everything else, because there's so much other things that are benefits, insurance, whatever. There's so much more to it. So
go look at Jimmy. Jimmy said that his profession didn't pay that well, and as a mechanic, you know what? Truthfully, believe it or not, I don't know what you were making as a mechanic in Colorado. I could tell you, mechanics here, they make money.
Yeah.
All right.
They make money.
Listed people.
All right. The Mickey one you listed, right?
Mickey's listed.
Here, I'll go ahead. I'll show you. Damn.
Nice. Why did you choose 97? Just I'm always curious.
That's just been something that's always been something fun for me.
How much is shipping over there? $30. That's not bad.
I did a flat rate because I've sent out stuff at this weight and this size box. It'll probably come in at like 24, 25, even if it goes across the country.
It's the way to go. We learn. Oh, I think I sold something, everybody. I think I sold something. Nothing too exciting. Some stickers. Oh, is that why we're actually looking? I'm looking at my phone and all of a sudden.
I don't know. I don't know what it did. There we go.
Go back. Yeah, Iris does make a good point. How much you make, but how much you keep.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, keeping the money doesn't allow you to reinvest the money either, right? Because you can put in for whether you're, bonds, stock, inventory. I mean, there's so much more you got to spend money to make money. So
yeah, and that's why me and Jake were talking before all this because we, I love chatting with Jake because Jake's doing it at his pace, and I try to make sure to remind him, don't compare yourself. And
I do a lot.
We want everybody to do this. Run your store that works at your, your flow. Jimmy's going to do it way different. Why? Jimmy's paying bills with his eBay store. I mean, he has to. Jake wants to do tuition. But it is feasible. My location, my GPS location and cost of living is way different than yours, Jake. And I'm putting in as much hours, as I possibly can at a part-time level, but it will compensate my wife's salary, So for us, it is feasible to grow it and to accumulate more. But you're right. I mean, if we lived in Miami right now, I'd be like, sweet, we got vacation money, or we're making enough money to pay 2 car payments, but that's it. So.
Right.
All right, my turn to present listing options. These are interesting ones, actually.
And then if anybody else wants to jump in, and I got some other good stuff, man. Whew. Got some good.
All right, first option. New Balance shoes.
Uh-huh.
Nice ones, I think. Let's see if I could.
Okay. I got them. What size are they?
Thinking 9.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm getting there. 9.5.
What's the other item? I have a. All right. What brand?
Acme.
Okay. This guy always wants to jump in with a stipulation. Man.
800. Where do we have 800 people here?
I'll try my best, Jimmy.
He's at $7.99, people.
Oh, then we could get him to 800. That's it.
Log in with your other email and sub to Jimmy.
Yeah, if none of you are sub to Jimmy, I didn't know he's at $7.99.
Weigh in. What do you think? New Balance running shoes or Acme boots?
The Acme boots, I found that they're men's and they're size 11.5 D. Maybe that means they're women's. They're women's then. 11.5 D. Women's. They're huge.
The boots?
Yeah, for a woman's foot, that's huge.
It's a bigger size for sure. If it was me, I would list the sneakers.
Me too.
Sneakers.
Boots may
the New Balance.
Boots may bring in a higher dollar amount, but Iris hit it on the head. The colorway on those shoes.
That's why I picked them up. They're New Balance.
Yeah, what happened to my camera? What did I do? There we go.
I think you'll sell the New Balance faster, and the boots might bring in more, but they're going to sit longer because there's less of a market for them.
All right, New Balance shoes are listed here. Yeah. Let's see what they're going to go for.
Are they boots with fur?
Exactly. Yakov, you could just put fur inside of them, like glue it in. And just put that as your title. Boots with the fur.
Custom boots by Yakov. He's gonna start crafting like lining inside of boots.
Fur with Jake.
There you go.
Furs and spurs with Jake.
Spurs and Spurs.
No.
Oh, that's a title for another industry, but we won't go down that.
Yes, we won't go there. Oh, Jimmy's at 800 according to what I just checked.
All right, Dan.
Thank you, everybody. Whoever's up there.
Can I bump you out to bring in a 800 sub man?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I'll take my 119 subs and walk away.
All right.
No, it's all good. We'll see you guys.
See you, Dan.
See you, buddy. All right, guys. He's at 800, at least for the moment. Timestamp it. 11:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jimmy.
What's up? Growing my November beard. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was for your face. Oops.
I've been a little bit lazy this last couple weeks.
I feel
you. Good. When you run your own business, lazy is good.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, thanks for giving me whoever got me the 800. Thank you. I mean, I
think it was Iris.
Iris, thank you, Iris.
Iris,
I appreciate it. I was just kind of joking around because I knew it was only one away. But
no, man, you
might as well break through that 800 barrier.
Break the barrier, buddy.
Ooh, yeah, it's an interesting conversation that you guys are having.
All the time, man.
You know, it's just where, you know, it's different for everybody. That's the thing. It's just so, you can't say ultimately you know, not going full-time or going full-time. It's so different for everybody.
It is. So we won't get into it, but Jake.
We already got into it.
Oh, we're into this.
Jake felt pressured because, and it's just everybody, and it's easy because I think Jimmy, I would be right there with you if you were in a celebratory moment.
These are the comps. Make sense?
No, I can't see it. All right, $17.99. $17.99.
No, the bottom one's not it. So
okay, I would just go.
Only two sold.
I go a couple bucks higher. You know, if you're gonna do best offer.
But the offer right now listed. Let's see the lowest listed. Who sold something? There is one listed at $19.99. Size 8.5. With ship. I think I'm going $19.99.
Okay.
That's the cheapest. You know what? I'm going to lose on this one because I think I paid $10 for it. How much I paid?
The homeschooling picker. Did you just? Oh no.
What's up?
Yeah, I paid $9. We'll see.
I want her on the show, Jake. Homeschooling Picker's doing some great content. I really do. And
on the show.
We haven't had. She said, "I need a filter if I jump on there."
We could go unfiltered for a little while.
But definitely would love to have her on there.
1 second, I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds.
Go ahead. He disappears.
This beard just gets grayer and grayer every time I let it do this.
That's wisdom, man. That's getting you those subs. This guy's smart.
It literally gained a lot of grays just today. So my oldest son. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just reading this. Yeah.
So my oldest son has a problem with his esophagus. He has some autoimmune disease thing where basically his esophagus is really small and it doesn't work like it's supposed to. I had to save my son's life today.
Oh, no way, man.
Yeah, I had to give him the Heimlich maneuver and everything. That was just 2 hours ago. Had to tell the paramedics that were on the phone, you don't have to come. He's good now.
Paramedics for what? You have a dog?
No, my son.
Oh, your son. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
He's got. I'm sure you've probably heard. He's got they call it an autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
The esophagus is really small, and the muscles don't work right in it. So he has to have it ballooned out and stuff often. But it costs a lot of money every time we go to do it. So sometimes
That's very
that's a
interesting.
whole other story of why it sometimes doesn't get done when it's supposed to. And so he choked today. Yeah, I had to do the Heimlich maneuver. Yeah,
That's scary, dude.
he come running down the stairs.
You got it out? It popped out?
Yeah, he come running down the stairs.
Sorry.
Panicked on his face, not breathing. Like, yeah, it's scary. So we're going to get it done again anyway. So that's why I said I got more grays today, just today.
Wow.
But I'm praying for you, Jimmy, and me and you talk. So
yeah,
let me know whatever else I can do to help you out, buddy.
Right.
But dude, I like what Chris said. I'm glad you were there, man.
Yeah, I told my wife, like, what if we weren't home, man? Like,
right.
It was it's the second time I've had to. The last time was probably 5 years ago. I had to do that. I do the same thing.
801. You got some cushion.
Dang. Awesome.
I was gonna say I went to go get some dead people to subscribe to you.
Yeah, Jimmy. Now when somebody gets mad at you for your toy sale, and they unsubscribe, now you have a cushion.
Well, I gotta go to Homeschool Pickings channel and
she's got the most southern voice on the face of the earth.
That's cool.
But
worse than redneck resell?
It's pretty close.
What do you mean worse? What makes it worse?
Or better, I don't know. Like, you can't understand it. I'm sorry.
I'm just
catching me here. I'm going to start going red. I'm sorry.
Don't talk about the toys right now. I'm scared.
I'm
scarred.
Scream.
Yeah, you live down south and you don't even have a southern accent, Chris.
I'm trying to think. Chris has a little bit of an accent, doesn't he?
No, he's like, hey guys, here's the hand again. And I'm going to show you what plush I found.
Don't make fun of Chris, all right? He's killing.
No, I'm calling him the hand. Until he does a video showing me his face, I'm just going to refer to him as the hand. It's like the evil guy in Inspector Gadget.
Right?
Or no, who are the bad guys in Ninja Turtle? That was the foot. Never mind. That was Ninja Turtle.
Hey, thanks everybody that subbed. I was just kind of joking around. I kind of just working my way slowly every day. Seems like every day I get a couple subs, so it's pretty cool.
It's good.
What's up, Christopher?
Took this week off. I might start a video tomorrow.
You don't sound like the rest of them, Chris. You really don't. Like, at first I was just like, there's a video of me showing my face. And I saw Chris on somebody's Instagram because he was having food with somebody at their house, and I was like, "See, he is in."
You saw his face?
Yeah, he's in when they did that meetup, he was in some of those live.
Yep. But he does. You're right, Jimmy. He does do really, really good. Like, he was teaching me something on plush the other day because me and him were chatting back in his comments, and I was like, dude, thanks for just giving a little more insight on like stuff that I pass by every week.
He does stuff that I'm gonna go and say I'm afraid to mess with Amazon like he does. He does stuff on Amazon that I'm just like, I don't want to. Not even afraid, like I just don't want to do it. I don't want to mess. And I know he's killing it, and I would never argue with him about how well Amazon is. I just don't want to mess with. Like, I guess eBay does good enough to me where for me that I don't have to.
Right.
But he's killing it on Amazon. He's selling a lot of stuff on Amazon.
He is. He'll show me something, and I'm like, well, I sold this for $40. He's like, yeah, I did 60. And I'm like, yeah, in your face. I don't care. I'll sell it.
I still almost talk to him. Like, I got my new shelf right here. This is all video games that are moving very slowly. I wonder if they would do better on Amazon. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Right, Dan. It was pretty scurry today, man. Like, yeah, I mean, my heart was racing for about half an hour after that. And my heart does not need to be racing.
Oh, I hate this.
I was gonna make a joke to make light of the situation, but I'm just gonna leave it alone.
No, I mean, you know me. I use jokes as that's how I discuss things in a joking manner. But at that moment, it was not a joking manner. I was like,
no. That's a very dude. And that's what I said. I'm glad you're at home. I'm glad you're a full-time reseller that can be at home and work.
By the way, there is a way for him to do the Heimlich maneuver.
Yeah, with the chair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've shown him. We'll have to make sure he knows.
It's a lot. It's very complex and like not that easy as it's made to be.
Kaiser's another guy that does really good with Amazon. He knows that market of good stuff that sells on Amazon too.
I don't like FBA at all. I don't like the sourcing for FBA, and that's just me. People are going to tell me it's great, and I don't argue it's great. I don't like it. It would not be a fun job to me. So that matters to me, right?
Right.
I don't think it's fun sourcing retail arbitrage and FBA stuff. So I know you can do used FBA stuff also. That's a different story. But not fun to me is retail arbitrage, FBA. I actually didn't like it. And I honestly wouldn't want to do it. Like there's probably jobs I would rather do punching a clock for somebody else than do that. That's just honest, like how I feel about it. It's not going to happen, Cajun. I'm on a roll. Although, it's talking about fantasy football. But yeah,
I can do any leagues this year. It's my first year not doing any fantasy leagues.
we have a person to remain unnamed that is not setting their lineup at all. And they had like 6 players on bye week this week, and so the number 1 team in our league got to play them this week. So easy win for the number 1 team. And I'm third, so I'm not too far behind. And I'm like, I'm not going to gain any ground on him because there's no way he's going to lose. And he had a bad week. He would have probably lost if that person would have set their lineup.
I think we could assume who that person is.
Jake, I'm going to assume you're almost done with your listing.
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating, but what are you going to do? But yeah, I was figured I'd come down here and talk with you guys for a little bit.
Oh, thanks, man. We're just having a little bit of fun. I told Jake I want to do something a little different. It is time to be listing. I like doing the interview stuff, but like I got so much stuff this weekend, man. I got a list.
Yeah, I didn't list for 3 days. I've been taking a little bit of time, taking care of some things. But after today, I got some pretty good news. So I got down here and listed a little bit today. Took some pictures.
Good, kind of gets you up and rolling.
Yeah.
Which is good. All right, Jake, you listed? Okay, I got a cheap one, but a good one.
Oh, by the way, I already have a watcher on the TaylorMade M2.
Good job, buddy. Sorry, Jake. I feel like I'm talking to my son, but.
Aw, so nice.
Yeah, right.
Positive reinforcement, man, goes a long way. Coming from somebody who didn't have it.
Joey's here. What up, Joey?
The listing crew, man.
I'm not listing right now. I should list something. What should I list?
I think Jimmy's getting into the mood. We're gonna see what Jimmy. We're gonna decide.
I got pictures taken. What's up, Joey Bada?
Joey,
dude, you need to change your little picture right down here in this corner here, and add the beard because that beard in that picture has nothing on your beard that you have now.
That's very true.
I'm just saying. Look at my beard, Joey. You impressed? Don't put me on big screen. I'm leaving.
Hey, Jake, he'll send you his address. Send my $10 check commission to the M2 Club. All right, so I'll be up next. Should I list 2001 Limax? This is a poly resin. This is called the Mill Creek Stream Fork. I also have the full stream with it. It's a 10-piece set, Still has the old Garden Ridge tag. It's from 2001. All 10 pieces are accounted for in the foam. Looks pretty good. Should I list that? So some vintage Christmas town decor. Or I took a chance on these, but I was kind of excited. Vintage Christmas lights still in the box. We got GE right here. I'm going to list these two as a set. Vintage Target lights as well.
All right, you know what? I don't celebrate Christmas, so this is your guys' field. Go for it.
Do you drive by it, Jake?
All day. I love watching. I love seeing the lights. The lights are great.
Just take part 1 year, man. I won't tell.
I would do the lights.
Do the lights?
No.
Well, comps on the GE were $20 a pack.
What?
Guys, bolo alert.
And then these, yeah, they haven't been taken out of the foam. Like, that's what was super exciting.
I mean, people are going to be decorating soon, so honestly, you need to list both of them. But
I mean, guys, the whole point is this is all my death pile. I'll be listing all of it. I just wanted to have fun with the chat, but Ken says the Village Creek set. Okay.
I say the lights. Think Jimmy said the lights?
We're split right now.
I'll say I was going to say the
Right.
Village initially. When I saw before I even saw the lights, I was going to say it's got to be the Village. But then, them both being Christmas makes it tough.
Oh yeah. Or do you want me to stick a third curveball? Because I know you'll all vote for this.
I say the lights because the decoration is more likely to sell after Christmas or in the middle of the summer type thing because it's probably more collectible than regular old lights. Lights could possibly be used to decorate now.
Was that blow mold?
That is the scariest Santa I've ever seen.
He looks like the Animaniac Santa.
What is wrong?
1969.
That's why.
I also could do the blow mold. What's up, Westside Gary?
I say the lights.
I saw the lights and I picked both packs up for $3 combined. So I felt good with the lights.
Looks like a 7 dwarf.
I also have the 40-inch Santa Claus
They
too.
dressed up grumpy as Santa.
No, this would be bashful.
That would be scurry.
Scurry.
Scurry. All right, so I got lights. I only had one for the Village. I thought I saw another one. Oh, Dan said list the Village. People want LED lights unless they are collectors for old school light people. Over here on the East Coast, Dan, sorry to be contrary. People are going with natural wood and the yellow lights now. They actually want more wood grain and yellow lights for a lot of decor. I've seen people's trees. They're putting the old 60s and 70s style ornaments on too. Even the repop ones, they're putting 60s and 70s.
Check you out. Knowing your Christmas decor.
Well, he's in the field. He should know his.
No, Jake, Christmas decorating has nothing to do with
We're being Christian?
No.
No? Oh, I thought it does.
No. Dude, I won't get into the church topic, but I had a pastor that everybody got so mad at him. This pastor got a Christmas tree, he decorated it, and he hung it upside down. And people were like, that's sacrilege. He was like, it's an upside down tree, people. Like, calm down. He just wanted to see what people would say. It was funny.
Dad, you taught me everything I know about exterior illumination. Now, could it be possible that I'm not gonna. It's a bad
Go for it.
No.
You already started it. You already charged with it.
Don't worry. We're all open here. We
I
can
don't
handle
remember what I was gonna say. Great. That is an amazing movie.
What?
Christmas Vacation. Dan just.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, Dan was watching that the other night.
What's up, Sal?
Sal came in. Hi, Sal.
What does his father-in-law say? Something. How come all the lights aren't twinkling, Clark? I love that. How come all the little lights aren't twinkling? Oh, I love it.
That's something my dad would say. My dad's form of encouragement was, it's like, I could light up my house like the Griswolds house, and he goes, "Oh, is that it?"
Now, my favorite character in that movie is Aunt Bethany. Is your house on fire, Clark? Go say hi. I should say hi. I love Aunt Bethany. Oh, the blessing. I love it. Sorry. Obviously, you guys haven't seen that movie as many times as I have.
I've never seen the movie.
Wait, no, I gotta go. Sorry.
Bye.
You
See
need
you
to
later.
reconsider your co-host.
I've been working on him every day.
I'm just. You need.
He's working on new co-host also. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what we've been interviewing, honestly.
Is Rusty still in the Navy? She's the best. She wraps her cat. This box is meow.
It's such a good movie.
Oh, it's great.
Jake, you'd like it because he kidnapped the dog.
What's it called? The Christmas Vacation?
Yeah. You'd love it because his brother-in-law tries to help him out.
I feel so left out.
It's it's just an amazingly funny movie. It's very quotable, as you can see.
It is. That Christmas bonus. All right, somebody's got the GE lights listed, not sold, but listed for $28.99.
What are they sold at?
Hold on, I'm using my Google
I have
Lens.
seen this.
I'm using my handy dandy Google Lens.
So Chevy Chase, I think I've seen this.
I mean, when you said you hadn't, I was like,
yeah, I've probably seen it on TV once when they had like a special or whatnot.
But I get it. I get why you wouldn't have seen it.
Chevy Chase is still alive, huh?
It's just a Christmas movie, though.
No, I watch Christmas movies. Why not? I don't celebrate the holiday, but I can watch a movie. Go look at the lights, the nice, pretty lights that you guys work very hard to put up.
Do it, Jake. Just form your lights into a menorah on the front of your house.
Oh, you know what? I should take you out to my next door neighbor.
Oh, yeah?
The whole menorah.
If we
Nice.
Hanukkah thing. You know what? I have 2 seconds. I hope I'm going to keep connection. I don't know if I'll keep connection here. Let's go check out the neighbors.
get motion sickness here.
It's freezing outside. I don't know.
You're gonna get Jimmy's heart racing again. Stop.
I'm gonna lose. I know I'm gonna lose connection. So just bear with me. I know it's gonna happen.
Look at Westside throwing out the subs tonight, man. Thank you, bro.
Oh, look! You see the menorah's flopping all over the place.
What?
It's windy, so the menorah's flopping. Can you see anything?
Just a little bit.
I
It's
see.
a little bit. Yeah,
looks
it's flopping all over the place.
Honestly, it looks like pumpkins right now.
Ain't no pumpkins.
It does, though. I mean, I'm just saying it does. From the he's gone.
He's gone.
You went too far. Why did you go too far? Is your neighbor's house on fire? It looked like a row of pumpkins. I'm not trying to be mean. I know you saw what I saw. Or seen what I seen, or.
All right, that didn't work.
Yeah, you
I would
went
have
too
to
far.
transfer to my. Yeah, not gonna work. Oh well.
I got stuff to list, but I don't feel like doing that.
Hey, just start fresh tomorrow, man.
I took a bunch of pictures earlier.
Start fresh tomorrow.
That's on fire. No, the menorah was a blow-up menorah, and the menorah is it's windy and cold outside, so it flopped
I
down.
can
You
almost
really
make it out.
I could almost tell that wasn't devil horns.
Yep. Now you got to do a video on it and upload it.
I see exactly what Annie says. You know what? I'll add it to mine and Josh's.
We'll see it next year for Christmas.
I have to actually make a video of me lighting the menorah and everything. Also,
It'll be July.
No,
It'll be
Jake,
uploading that video in July.
Jake,
probably.
Jake, you would blow our minds if you did 8 crazy nights of videos.
Oh no, hell no! That's too much work. Nope. Unless I had over 1,000 subscribers
What if
and
it got- what if it
making money off this, it ain't. Nope, not happening.
Well, that's a bad attitude, Jake. How are you going to ever get to 1,000 if you keep thinking you're supposed to just have 1,000?
I know.
I'm going to just do as I please, and if people want to sub, they could sub, and that's it. I'm not in a rush to 1,000, and I'm doing this totally for fun and hanging out with you guys. That's what it's about.
That's how I'm doing it too, except I do pre-recordings.
Sorry, everyone who's subscribed to Jake, that he doesn't hold us as valuable until he's hit 1,000 subs.
So everybody could unsubscribe right now. I'm at like, let's see how fast we could get down. What am I at? I'm at 244 people. Let's see how fast.
All right, let me go and sub real quick.
No, you ain't subbed to me, Jimmy. I am so insulted.
Man, I'm subbed to you. I'm so subbed to you. I had something to do with that first thumbnail of yours.
Oh yes, you're the actually one who made my first thumbnail. Good point. That's when I had like 100 subs.
I'm all in now.
You see how quick he drops you like a bad habit?
I'm all in on your channel.
Jake, I was like your 64th sub, man.
When I become
big,
big,
your first thumbnail. Oh yeah, it was your first thumbnail.
Yeah, it was my first thumbnail.
That's why he hasn't put out another video. He wants you to pick another one.
Face in that thumbnail.
That was actually one of my good videos. I only have like 10 videos, but I don't even think I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, I have 10, 11, 12. Cool. But my best video so far was, believe it or not, the ghost face mask. Got 454 views.
It's probably still getting views daily, right?
Yeah, that one's actually building. Oh, I got one more sub. Thank you, whoever subbed. Homeschool Picker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You'll get his newest video in July of 2021.
No, 2022. Why 2021?
Just in case you felt guilted into making a video.
Dan unsubbed me. I appreciate it, Dan.
Got Jimmy bad like a bad what hell girl?
Yes.
Hair girl? Hell girl.
I can't even make out what it says on my screen.
That doesn't. What did he write over there? If you try to write something in Hebrew, from what it looks like,
I see. That's what it is.
I don't know what you tried to write. Habit in Hebrew, like a bad habit, like a bad what?
Yeah, that's a saying, so that's probably what it is.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Let me see how you say habit in Hebrew. Hergel? Hergel means like something natural.
So he said the Hebrew
word habit.
All right, so I have 2 animated plushes that I got to pick one list. It's pretty easy to pick which one because of the season. Neither one of them work though because they're old. They're still in the box though.
Ooh, nice.
I got a gorilla that sings Wild Thing. That's appropriate for Christmas, right? It's more appropriate for quarantine. Or a couple teddy bears that sing. They sing multiple songs, I think. Both of them are
multiple teddy bears. I like the multiple teddy bears.
Dan D branded.
Oh yeah, Dan D.
They're both Dan D. Picked both of them up at my favorite thrift store.
Cajun, I'm calling on your input on this one, buddy.
The Bears, right? I mean,
it's gotta be still here.
So, like, the battery's dead.
I like that only because, like, I see the gorilla is kind of like a cool oddity thing, but the bears at Christmas time are just such a staple.
Yeah, these will fly out. You know what though? Like, this is the kind of stuff like these like novelty, whatever you want to call them, stuff like this, just sells so good. I never thought it would.
Go for it. List it.
I'm trying to. Does this have a year on it? I don't see a year. I think.
Cajun says Bears.
Anybody
Danny
know?
says Bears.
Anybody know Dandy? That you guys think these are vintage?
Dan said Dan D or Dan M.
It's Dan D-E-E.
Emily said the Bears look plain, but they're new.
So these are newer. Actually, I don't know. This one's probably worth more, from what I can tell.
Victoria's up partying.
I'm gonna list the Bears. Let's see if we can
Sal
find
says Bears.
some.
I see Bears.
Dandy International, 106 Harbor Drive, Jersey City, New Jersey.
Oh, that might not be that far from me. You want me to go check it out?
Could you do that for me?
Sure.
Could you do that for me, boss?
Let's put it in the GPS. Let's see how far it is. Give me the address.
He'll only crash his car 3 times on the way there.
106 Harbor Drive, Jersey City.
Yeah, Jersey City is around the corner.
07305.
Hold on, that's not it. Harbor Drive, Jersey City, 6.2 miles away from here.
Hey, I wonder if they're still there. Does it say
16 minutes?
278 West Staten Island Expressway,
Would take
New
me
York 440
Shut
North,
up.
Dr. Martin Luther King
Shut up.
with Staten Island
Wow.
and 440 North Bayonne.
Let me bring up the old
This route is similar.
page.
There we go. Anyways, it would take me 17 minutes to get there,
Dandy.
but I would have to pay a toll. So I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't know if this is. So usually these have like a number on them, but this one doesn't. Like this one has a number. See, under
Where's
license.
Dan when you need him? Dan, we need to find out if this is vintage or not.
Hey, do you have Google Lens, Jimmy?
I do, but I don't use that.
You
I
don't?
am Google Lens.
Here, let me Google Lens. Let's see.
Singing Bears, Dandy, singing.
Smile, I'm Google Lensing. Put the bears in the camera, Jimmy. Let's see if he'll pick it up.
It is not going to work.
It should.
Oh, there's a UPC on here. I can just put that in.
Hold on, I'm doing it too.
Hold on, let's see what we get.
Bam.
Breakfast bears.
Breakfast Bears.
Yeah, that's what showed up for me.
See more. I'm just gonna have to research it.
I think they're Christmas, right?
Yeah, they're definitely Christmas.
All right, let's just put it into Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a decent amount for these though. Mine are new. All these ones are used. Let's do new.
Chris.
One bear sold for 25.
That's not bad.
There's like no new.
Oh man, there's a really expensive one on, but it ain't Christmas.
All right, let's try the UPC. See if anything comes up. Let's scan it with the old cellular device.
Be right back. 2 seconds. I'll leave the
It's
camera.
hard to find. It's hard to get UPC on a plush.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
All right, let me try my Google Lens since I'm live and in person right here.
Yeah. Dude, Google Lens, it helped me on an estate sale, man. I found this sculpture. So I screenshotted a photo of their photo from this estate sale. Scanned the photo through Google Lens. It found one that sold, but in China. So all the listing information was in Chinese. So I went back to Google, hit translate on the photo, and found out it went for $136.
Hey, who's in the house?
So we're gonna list it high because I think I'm gonna have the only ones available.
That's smart, man. All right, Jake, my lights are listed. Are you going now?
Am I going now? I guess I'm going.
In the chat, like
We're already at 12 o'clock, by the way. But
it
we'll
being in the box ups the value. like having it still being on the cardboard. I'm literally looking at none of these. I found one single bear on the cardboard. It's $25 plus shipping. But none of these are on the cardboard still. And people are listing them as new, and they're not even on the cardboard.
Let's use these two. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. We'll do both of these. See which ones you want to do. I think I'm going to get to the visor first. All right.
Oh, we're listing these suckers high.
Let me know when you're ready.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll put you on, hold on, full. Let's go.
So, we got an Adidas visor, tailor-made.
Okay.
Versus this. Gotta find out what logo that is. The cap.
Man, these people sold some sing and dance bears that were Valentine's for $62.99.
There you go. What was the logo on the hat, Jake?
LB, which I think stands for something, which I forgot.
I'm going to use those numbers, Dan. Thanks.
Yeah, that's good info, Dan.
Let's see. What does LB stand
Good night,
for?
Victoria, guys. Go check out Victoria's
Good night, Victoria.
AM show. Cajun's got the link right there.
That's really early my time.
Yeah.
I don't ever make it.
I'm at work, and it's like, Victoria's live.
Long Beach State. That's what it stands for.
All right, and to save on time, I'm going to give everybody the option of 2 more. And we can just knock a bunch of listing out.
Yeah, you're giving everybody.
I'm saying because I don't trust that hat right now, I'd say go with the visor.
Okay, visor it is.
See, he said Long Beach 49ers, NCAA.
Okay. Nice.
I'd personally say the visor because you have TaylorMade and you have Adidas. You have 2 good brand logos on there.
Okay. Visor. We're going to do the visor. Well, does everybody else say visor? Visor one. Right here that this is Long Beach. 49ers.
49ers are not doing very good.
But it's the Long Beach 49ers.
What the heck is that?
It's a NCAA squad.
My bad.
And I was like, unless that's vintage.
I did a test. We'll find out if it sells.
Visor
it is.
All right, and here's going to be my last competitive one for everybody. I have, there they are. Told you I got stuff everywhere. Hey, look, Dan said Adidas TaylorMade Tour preferred visor cap, $35.56.
Whoa, that ain't gonna be. But I'm just definitely gonna copy that and put that into eBay.
At my most recent yard sale, Nintendo DS.
Ooh.
With 5 games.
How much?
Sonic, Wheel of Fortune, Kingdom Hearts, Madagascar 3. But yeah.
What is that? DSi, DS Lite?
DS Lite.
Unfortunately, those have gone down in value a lot recently.
I know. I think by themselves, $45-$50. Here's the kicker. This was not used by a kid. A guy bought this for his mom. She was like homebound. So it's in really great condition. But yeah, got the power cord, DS, and 5 games. I'm going to bundle it together for probably $70. Or
did you make sure none of the games are super valuable?
I looked a few of them up. Sonic's like 10, I think. Kingdom Hearts is like 15.
I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts is probably the best game in there.
Or should I list X-Men Essentials graphic novels?
The graphic novels.
I would list the Nintendo.
Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3
Yeah, I don't know how well those
and
list up.
Volume 4.
Just the graphic novels for the hell of it. But you'll make a much faster sale if you put up the
the DS will still.
yes.
But the book will sit for a while.
Well, I cheated a little bit. This thing right here is the thing I was telling you that Amazon is sold out at $45 pre-owned. And there's only 2 listed right now, and they have 15 watchers on this one copy.
You're gonna list them all together?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna bulk it together media mail.
List them both.
And I saw Jimmy. Did you do the Y?
I mean, if it has one in there that's worth that much, I would separate it.
Well, only because when you get, I think it's because that one's the first volume. It's got a certain set. All these drop tremendously in value.
So sell those 3 as a bundle. Sell the one by itself. That's what I would do. I mean, you have a much better chance that someone needs that one that isn't available anywhere, and they just need that one.
Right.
So that's how I would do it. But I mean, everybody has something different. So.
The visor is comping out brand new at $16.99 plus ship. Thinking of going $14.99 or $9.99? Probably more like $9.99. There's no pre-owned on it.
All right. I just listed my bears for $64.99 with offers open to a certain dollar amount.
You put a limit on there?
Good night, Ken.
I don't deal with lowballers. I got too many listings to deal with lowballers, so I put a cap on everything now.
Yeah, so he also whoever has it listed has 3 sold, 2 available. They sold brand new at $16.99 plus $6 shipping. The shipping is for sure not calculated. I could do $6 shipping and put it at $9.99 and still come out good because I paid $3 for it.
Good night, Ken.
Just sold a GameCube.
Oh, 10-4. That's what I'm probably gonna do. Probably gonna go $9.99 with $6 shipping.
I'm going with the chat. Everybody else said DS.
Yes, it is then.
You guys pick it.
It's the kind of thing that people will buy for Christmas. They don't care if it's used. They'll buy it.
Right. It's 12 years old and people are still buying it. Yeah.
They'll make it a Christmas present.
Yep. Especially if they can get games with it.
No. It's starting to get down to, that's the thing about Q4 that I've noticed. I mean, you definitely sell beyond Q4 and into January. Your sales stay good. But the window closes really fast, guys. Like, you don't even realize how fast it closes.
Yeah.
People start, especially when the shipping windows start closing, it changes things. And then you'll see it in January with the gift cards and stuff.
It's no different. It's no different than retail, restaurants, everything.
Yep.
People blow money they don't even have at Christmas. Guess when they get the first bill?
Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah.
The end of January.
Yep.
And it's let's save money and hurry up, tax return. So it makes sense. I mean, we used to do it in the restaurant world. That's why restaurants push so hard on gift cards to carry them over January and February, because people aren't going out to eat as much.
This is the first Q4 where I'm like, okay, like I see. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it's because I'm established now. I mean, my account's now over 2 years old. I have over 1,600 positive feedback. Like, I feel like that's helping and I have 1,200 listings compared to like 600 last year.
That's those right. I mean, it's true.
Like my Q4 is just, if I don't hit $300 in sales a day, it feels like a slow day.
Right. Well, for me, I had the first, not the first, but I had the first weekend where I felt the weight of it.
Yeah.
Because we've been staying at a good average of like what we're probably like. I'm at 400, averaging 450, trying to hit 500 consistently. I want to say a great sales week would hit 1,000, but most likely we were at like 700, 800. Dude, I mean, this was our first, like, our second ever over 1,000. I mean, we're at 1,500 for the week.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
and it was like quick flips too, man.
Right now, I'm averaging at least 10 a day. There's a lot of shit. I mean, the numbers show it too. I have 1,020 something sales in 90 days, so I'm doing over 10 a day right now.
Yeah,
And it's a lot of shipping. But
it is. Yeah, Sunday night I didn't get anything listed just because the shipping was so much work.
yeah, I did a lot.
Do you remember that Stranger Things radio that I pulled a couple
Yeah.
weeks back? Oh, I finally tested it, got it working. I had to unbolt the back of it because the tuner knob was causing the speakers to go in and out.
Right.
I threw it up for $150. It sold in 36 hours.
Wow.
Full asking price.
Yep. That's a good
I was like,
feeling.
I paid $6 for it. But yep. Well,
That's
hey
why
Jimmy,
we
I'm
do
gonna
it.
let one
That's why
more.
we do what we do.
I'm gonna let one more person in, buddy.
All right.
Thanks
Yeah.
for chatting. Glad you hit 800.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Thanks.
we get to celebrate 1,000 before the end of the year, man.
Yeah. I hope so too. Thanks,
That'll be
man.
awesome. All right, buddy. Take care, man.
See ya.
Bye. I don't know if I
And
got
we
some
got Kaiser.
Kaiser.
What's up?
Check this, people. You're not even looking. Now you're looking.
I see it. Success.
Done. I beat you to it.
How you been, man?
Good. Just
Living life.
picked up some stuff yesterday.
You filled the car
Good.
after 29 days, so literally you
Actually,
couldn't see.
I just got it, all the stuff out of it Monday night, finally.
Dude, you had that thing jam packed, man.
It was a lot worse after. At the end of the trip, I picked up a ton of stuff the last day.
Oh, really?
But
Oh man.
You getting your stuff listed? Kaiser, how you doing? How you been?
yeah, I was doing Amazon just now. I'm working on a shipment for that stuff, so getting some
How
of
do you
that
do
out.
with Amazon?
I do like
What are you sourcing? Where are you sourcing?
thrift stores still and pawn
There's
shop. It's not.
pawn shop.
Really?
Like-
But you have
like
to
this is a
find brand new stuff.
No, it's I sell a lot of used.
You sell a lot used on Amazon too?
Mhm.
Fulfillment?
Mhm.
Really? And it works? I never even thought.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
all kinds of stuff. But got a pile going over here. It's easy because I just pack it up, enter it in, label it, and then I'm done with it. Put it in the box and it's gone.
And you send to FBA.
hmm
And you know your exact categories, categories, your exact ratings or whatever it is that you have to.
Yeah, people usually go on the rankings, but it can be kind of
Rankings.
confusing. So I go more on reviews. Like if there's a ton of reviews, it's going to be a good product.
Mhm.
Because they do like subcategories and like categories within a category. So something might be ranked 25, but it's really not that good of a ranking because it's just
Very interesting.
so it can be confusing.
See, Jimmy says Froggy Flips, very good information, early videos on FBA. I'm gonna check that out actually.
Yeah, selling used FBA.
Yeah, my main issue with Amazon is the getting blocked on a whole bunch of stuff. You're gated. That's the word. Gated.
Yeah.
Gated.
There's a lot of. I mean, I started probably
What's up,
3 or 4 years
Rebecca?
ago. So there's stuff I can sell that you wouldn't be able to sell if you just jumped on there.
Right. How right now I have an account, but my account is non-FBA account. So it's the free account.
Well, it's still you can still do that for FBA. It's just not. You have
No,
to
it doesn't.
pay if it's a selling account, it can do FBA. I think it's
From
you don't
what
have to
I
have a
know-
professional account. The professional is just like, or at least from when I signed up, it was like the other one. You have to pay $1 fee every time you sell something on top of their other fees.
Yeah, I don't think that's anymore. From when I signed up, they said that like you can't send FBA, but you could ship merchant fulfilled. So I thought I was going to get involved in books, but I have to have like a good source or a good time to actually relax at a thrift store and actually go beep, 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 and make that decision.
Yeah.
Also, I have to decide on rankings, on which rankings to actually go for, and then I have to fill up a box.
Yeah,
I know guys that do it really good though, Jake.
Really good in what?
Especially like with books and stuff. I see them in thrift stores all the time.
I know. I've been to a thrift store and I saw guys beeping all of them, and I'm like, I don't know if I have the patience to do that. I hardly have the patience to go through clothing and to find the vintage shirts.
I used to do books a little bit, but I don't know. Textbooks where the money's at, but it seems like they have more of the textbooks are going online now, so I think it's harder and harder to find those.
Yeah, here.
And then it's going to be like the newest edition or the old ones that get worthless pretty fast.
True. I mean, I know textbooks. I had them.
Guys, this is my friend Rebecca. She helps me out at church.
Hi, Rebecca. Nice to meet you.
She let me do the first ever private pick, and she let me get like Rebecca. You got to remind. It was like 400 items in one source, one spot. And she's like, Rebecca, let me know when I can come pick up this next little haul. She's been sending me photos of some more stuff. She's a great friend of mine. She's so supportive of what I do on here too. She is. She's so great.
Rebecca, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of reselling. We are from everywhere. Kaiser specifically is literally from every state in America.
So you planning another one? I know you said you're doing a ski trip, but are you planning another like road trip?
I'll probably go to Houston at some point. I don't know.
Kaiser, would you ever go from like up and down all the 50 states? Would you do that one day?
At once? In one trip?
Oh, yeah, one trip is going to be a little too much, but I mean, if you could pull it off in one trip and you have that head to do that, then good. Kudos on
Eventually
your part.
I'll have hit every 50, like all 50, and bought some stuff in everyone.
Interesting. Sounds like fun. Usually, by the way, when you see your videos, I'm tempted to ask you if you cut your hair because a lot of your videos, at least the first part or the thumbnail, like your hair in the back, you don't see anything. I'm like, Kaiser, did you cut your hair? And then I just watched the video for like 5 minutes. I'm like, nah, he didn't cut it.
But yeah, I don't have anything planned too much right now. Till I guess the beginning of next year,
Mm-hmm.
But
and he says, "Welcome home." But I think you are home at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
been home for a while.
Yeah, Jimmy said, "How did the raspberry heal up?"
It healed up.
Yeah, he wiped out pretty good.
The one wheel. This is something interesting. So on Amazon, I forgot what item I sold, but I have stuff returned. Like sometimes it's returned, it just goes back to the warehouse, and then sometimes they actually send it back to me.
Okay.
And this is not the item I sold. So Amazon actually returned this to me, not the customer. And this is a fancy, what is it? Just a scanner, like a CD. Right. I don't know if it's, anyways, this is worth more than the item that I was supposed to get back. So I don't know what happened, but somehow Amazon returned. It wasn't the buyer that did this. It was Amazon.
And there's never a way to contact them either, right? It's like eBay. You just can't speak to anybody.
No, but it's not actually the customer that did this. It's Amazon's warehouse, someone. And this item's worth I think it's over $100, and the other item was like a $50 item. So
sell it on eBay. Quick, run before they come back.
Mm-hmm. Kind of funny. So I'm about to send that into Amazon.
It's cool. Oh, you're gonna send it back to them?
Yeah.
Good night, homeschooling picker.
Just a return.
Good night, and please let us know if you want to be on the show. I really want her to like come and hang out one day. I think she'd do really good. And Jake, if you haven't subscribed, you need to go check her out, man.
I checked. I subbed. She subbed. We subbed to each other. We're all good.
I subbed. We all subbed.
Sounds like a children's rhyme. That's how we're gonna do. Opening scene of the Jake and Josh. So I subbed, you subbed, we all subbed. Yay! So wait.
Work with those hiccups.
Is Amazon bad with those hiccups?
With what? Like messing up on? I don't know.
Good night, Dan.
Oh, for dealing with customers and stuff.
Well, for dealing with anything. I mean, I know that like I know that eBay is terrible.
Yeah.
She said she'll think about it at least.
Tis.
I'll try to control Jake.
Try. Doesn't really work. Sometimes it works. We didn't get into the batching hour this week. You noticed that, right?
No, because I wanted this to be, I told you I wanted you to do your listing, and like to do a listing fun night was going to be.
So the whole thing, you have to come on a night where we have another guest, and we go into like
no, she'll be the guest. She'll be the guest.
Oh, she'll be the guest. Oh, okay.
She'll counsel you through all your decisions you make that nobody understands.
Yes, my decisions that nobody gets. Oh well. They're good decisions. I like my decisions sometimes.
I picked up one VHS just in honor of you, Jake.
I have a VHS that I was going to give you on your options, but that's going to have to be on another week that we're going to do something like this. We should do this once a week.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun, man.
1, 2, what? I got 3 things listed. Not much, but 3 things listed.
I'm trying to list this last one now.
I did good on some Amazon stuff. So
you're fine. By the way, you have a separate printer, separate thermal for it?
I use a Dymo.
Yeah, but
because I need to use these weird labels.
And it works with it.
Yeah, and then I can switch it back to it's a 4XL. But for eBay, I use a different printer. This is my travel printer, actually.
I think it would also work. I have to see if it would also work with
these 4x6. So I use a Rollo at home now. That's what I use.
Yeah, I have. Cool. No, I have the Zebra printer, but because I use the Chromebook. So the only one that's really comparable with the Chromebook is the Zebra. But I love it. It's legit. It's an older printer, but it does the trick really well. You guys are hoot. I love what all you guys are doing. Have a great night. Josh, I'm excited for you to come over again, and you're going to have a blast.
Yeah, she's because I'll tell everybody, because I don't think there's any other VA people to try to steal my great source here. I think she's their ornaments.
Rebecca, come to New York City.
Their ornaments in the box, like the Hallmark, keepsakes and stuff.
Ooh, those are good.
She's got like over 60 of them still.
Just take them all.
She's gonna do those at a little under $1 a piece, and then she's got 2 heavy-duty clothing racks that I can use in the shed, and they're on wheels.
Well, those are very good. Those are very, very good. I was thinking of actually buying one from my stuff downstairs, but I have everything just put into plastic bags. Not polys. Polys are for the shipping, just regular plastic bags, and a thank you sticker on it before I measure everything and so on and so forth. Clothes are harder than regular hard goods. Hard goods are so much easier. Clothing, sometimes you could find the money in it, but
I'm doing great on jackets right now, man.
Yeah, are you doing measurements on jackets, or are you just putting large, medium?
Well, I'm also only buying vintage right now, so I'm like vintage Patagonia, vintage Woolrich, vintage. Oh, what is this one over here? LL Bean. So I'll say like size large fits modern day medium or modern medium.
Okay.
But like this is a really nice one. So it's this nice mute tan color.
Okay.
Yeah, vintage Woolrich.
Woolrich.
Mm-hmm.
How much you pay for that?
I don't know. That one might not be old. I don't know.
$3.
Geyser says it might not be old. It might not be vintage.
No, it's not. It's not going to be one of the 70s. It's a late 90s. Yeah, I got all kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies. We just shipped out 2 Patagonia jackets Sunday.
Yeah, no. I went to look at jackets today. Forget it. $20 a piece, at least. Some were 40. How far are you? Did you list it?
Getting ready to weigh it right now. So I opened up all the cases like this and stacked them on top of each other so you could see that it was booklet and game and case.
Nice. Bro, I'm going to have to get going. I got work in the AM.
Yeah. As soon as I'll post this one and then we'll wrap up.
See these things? The needle points. I've got a lot of glare on it.
Oh, yeah. But was the needle points?
Yeah. So these are like religious ones. So that one was like one was Jesus and a lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And they're missing part and they've been started or something. So this person like put them onto these boards. It seems to have the thread there, but they've like
do really good.
Yeah, some of these. Yeah, I think this one was $100, like new.
Oh, just the piece itself, just the thing that you put the thread through should sell.
And it's missing it should have like a little board you stitch through. It's missing some of that stuff. It has the layout picture.
Right, the layout. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But the thing you actually put the needles through, I don't know what, canvas or something. It's actually missing those. So I can't, because there was like 5 kits I got and I just noticed they're missing a little. So I'll have to figure those out. But those were going to be like $200 or $300 for like the 5 or 6 that I got.
And so how much did you pay for it?
Like $1 or $2 a piece, and those were on the trip.
10 for that's what I'm talking about.
That's what you got to do, man. All right, that is listed $59.97. I paid like $4 for it. So.
All right.
Well, cool. We got to have you in here for a little bit, Kaiser. Yeah. We've been going for 2.5 hours now. We did pretty good. We did pretty good.
Pretty
but yeah, everybody, thanks for hanging out. If you guys like this concept, please let us know. It's it came to me like last night. It was like a guest couldn't totally make it and totally fine.
Josh, put out an Instagram post with a poll to click yes or no, so we could see if people liked it or not.
I was like, you pick it, we list it. It's a lot of fun. It helps you like have fun with getting through your death pile. So it's a lot of fun. But everybody have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, everybody.
Tune back in with us next Tuesday night. We'll be having fun. And have a great night. Go change the world. Make it better. Do something fun. Have fun.
See ya.
See ya.